Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to start working on a new light sensor, that is TSL2569. Now to gain more knowledge about the sensor and explore it, let's have a visit over the website, that is controleverything.com, and here we have to search for the sensor, that is TSL2569, and here we go. As you can see, it's a 16-bit light-to-digital converter programmable gain I2C mini module, and these are some of its features. Please have a look over that. And you can purchase the sensor from here. For this video tutorial, I am going to start interfacing the sensor TSL2569 with an Arduino Nano, and for that I require an Arduino code. So go to Resource tab, and this is the Arduino code we are talking about. Now you can download the code as a zip file from here, and you can also have the code from GitHub repository, that is Control Everything Community. Now let's have a look over the hardware connections we need to provide an interfacing and working. Now for the hardware section, this is the sensor TSL2569, a light sensor, which you are able to see on my screen. And further on, we need this, an Arduino Nano. To make a connection with an Arduino Nano and the sensor, we require this, an I2C shield, which is available on the website controleverything.com. The reason we are using this shield is to make connections with other I2C devices, and that connection should be a lot easier. So gently place the Arduino Nano over the I2C shield and make a connection. Now for a connection among the sensor and the I2C shield, we need this, a connecting cable. Now make a connection, and while making this connection, make sure that the brown wire of the cable should be connected to the ground terminal of the sensor, and for the same reason to the I2C shield. Now the final step is to provide the power, so we need a mini USB cable just like this and gently put it on the power jack. So we are done with the connections part. Now let's have a look over the code and explore it for the interfacing. Now for the interfacing part, what we need is to have the Arduino code. So log in to github.com, and here we have to search for the repository Control Everything Community. Click here, and there you go, and here search for the sensor TSL2569, and this is the sensor we are talking about, and this is the Arduino code. But before moving to the code, let's have a look over the instructions we need to follow. It says that we have to download and install Arduino software ID, and this is the link which will help us to install the software. As you can see from this link, you can download the Arduino software, and it will run on Windows, Mac and Linux operating system. Please note down all the relevant information and install it. Now get back to the Arduino code. As you can see, it's a .ino extension file. The first thing you notice in the code that we have included wire.h library, and we have defined the address of the sensor, that is 0x39. Now in the void setup function, we have initialized I2C communication as master along with serial communication and baud rate equal to 9600. Now in the writing part, we have to select control register having address 0x00 or with command register 0x80, and we are sending the command to power on, and it's 0x03. Next part is to select timing register having address 0x01 or with command register 0x80. We are sending the command for nominal integration time, that is 402 ms, and it's 0x02. After sending the command, we are selecting the data register, and the address is 140, that's the decimal equivalent in void loop function, and we are requesting 1 byte of data, as you can see. Now what we require is to read and request total of 4 bytes, as you can see from here. Now here we are converting the data for channel 0 and 1, which is the details provided in the data sheet. At the very end of our code, we have the output data on the serial monitor, as you can see, for full spectrum, infrared value and visible value. It's in the lux. So we are done with the explanation of the code. Now what we require is to have the working of this code along with the Arduino Nano and the sensor. Let's have it. For the working environment, first of all, we have to copy this entire Arduino code, and now here we have to open up the terminal for the Arduino. Now in the Arduino terminal, we have to paste the code we have just copied, as you can see, and name it TSL2569 for the reference. And here we go, and verify and compile the code. It's done compiling. Now upload the code. As you can see, the code is being uploaded. We have the confirmation for uploading. Now open up the serial monitor so that we can have the results on the screen. And as you can see, we have the values for full spectrum, infrared value and visible value. Now when I move closer some object over the sensor, as you can see, the values will start decreasing. Yeah, there you go. The code works. Now when I bring some light source near the sensor, there will be an increase in the full spectrum, infrared value and visible values. There you go. So this is how the sensor responds to the Arduino code along with the Arduino Nano. Now what we require is to have a look over the applications, the features and the benefits regarding the sensor TSL2569. The TSL2569 is highly sensitivity light-to-digital converter that transforms light intensity to a digital signal output capable of direct I2C or SMBus interference. Each device combines one broadband photodiode and one infrared responding photodiode on a single CMOS integrated circuit capable of providing a near-photopic response over an effective 20-bit dynamic range. Now the sensor is ideal in notebook, tablets, PCs, LCD monitors, cell phones and digital cameras. In addition, other applications include street light control, security lighting, sunlight harvesting and many more. The sensor is available on the website controleverything.com and you can have the code from the resource tab, and after that you can download the code as a zip file. You can also have the code from GitHub repository and its Control Everything community. In the end, I would make to clear that in case if you have any queries, you can have a look over controleverything.com for further queries, and you can post your comments on community page. For articles and blogs which are relevant to this sensor and video, you go on to instacrables.com, and to subscribe more video tutorials, go to our YouTube channel. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a good one yourself. Thanks a lot for watching.